guys, my name is Melissa Natali. I have a question for you. Have you ever had failure in life? Have you ever been afraid you weren't going to be successful? Have you ever had anybody redirect your dreams for you? Well, I have, and I'm sure many of others of you have as well. My object I would like to share are my wrist tattoos. As you can see, these are swallows or birds, and they represent freedom. And on each wrist, you can see there's writing. And what it says on each wrist is unbreakable, one in Spanish and one in Dutch, which represents my heritage. It's also a representation daily to remind me that failures in life cannot break me. Therefore, I am unbreakable. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. At about 15 years old, I knew that I wanted to go into the medical field and wanted to be either a paramedic or nurse. Shortly after I graduated high school, I enrolled myself at Rancho Santiago College and took their EMT course. I loved it, enjoyed it, and I was able to go on ride-alongs with my cousin who was a paramedic for the city of Downey. And from there, I just knew by seeing life every day and the saving of life that that's what I wanted to do. Halfway through the course, life settled in and I had to make a choice. And it was either to continue working to support myself or to go to school. And unfortunately, I had to choose my job. So therefore, that was my first failure, or so I felt it was. About 2 years later, I enrolled myself in an ROP class, which is Regional Occupational Program, and I went into the back office program for medical assisting. And I completed the course and received my first job in a urology office as a back office assistant. My first day on the job there, the doctor put me on a procedure, a vasectomy. And procedure went great. I enjoyed it. I learned so much. The last part of the procedure was the doctor doing cauterization. That part I did not enjoy whatsoever. Needless to say, I finished the procedure and excused myself to the restroom and put myself back together. The doctor asked to meet with me after and had asked me what happened. And I simply explained to him the truth. I just couldn't handle the smell. He then proceeded to ask me, well, what is it that you want to do in life? And my answer was, well, I want to be a nurse. And he proceeded to tell me, you will not be a nurse. I can tell you that. That to me was my second failure. It made me feel awful. So I did end up taking a job with him. I was no longer back office. He switched me to front office and I ended up running his office for 17 years. And during that time, I had gone through a horrible divorce and ended up leaving that job of 17 years. And that to me was another failure in life. After that, I found a job at Long Beach Memorial. I went into the emergency department and loved it. I was back in my element, got to see life and death every day. Definitely knew I wanted to pursue the medical field again. From there, I had met the manager for GI, and she had offered me a position as a GI technician. And what that entails is working in the operating room. Well, being that I've had 3 failures in the field, I was apprehensive and did not want to fail again. So I did push myself. I took the job, and I've been there 2 years. First day on the job, I was in a procedure and the doctor wanted to cauterize and I just pushed myself through and knew that this could not break me or I would not be successful in life. I made it through, and from then on I've been doing great. Next thing that happened is on my birthday, I was in a case in the operating room and a gentleman went into cardiac arrest. And right away I had to jump in and start compressions. And you just don't have time to think. The only thing you want to do is save a life. And about 20 minutes into compressions, I got the great news that we have a pulse. And that was so rewarding. And I just knew I need to go back to school. I want to be a nurse. And that's what I'm doing. I'm pursuing it, and it's a constant reminder to myself every day that failures lead to success and you can be unbreakable. Thank you.